make sure you like, comment, subscribe, make sure you always watch the full video.
In today's world, we have three faces. The first face, we show the world. The second face, we show to our close friends and family. The third face, we never show anyone.
That is very, very true, bro. That is very, very true. Like, it's like this like on a small aspect. You know how you play the turn up music, or certain music when you with your friends when they in your car, but when they out, you play a whole different. It's a whole different playlist. Like for me, I listen to a lot of R&B and oldies. When I'm with friends, hip hop, turn up, let's have fun. Like, but there's always the personality that you keep to yourself, the personality that's with your friends, and the personality that's with your family. Only the real true friends end up seeing the personality that's with your family because they become family. But it's always a different side.
It's the truest reflection of who we are. A tale might not be enough to represent this quote, but today we'll dive into the story of a young dreamer who reflects our world's harsh reality perfectly. I said, perfectly. Vonte Jefferson, known online as Vonte 1K, was born and raised in Richmond, Virginia. Life as a child wasn't easy. Richmond is a high crime-rated city. Stabbings and shootings are not uncommon to the area. Growing up there, it was very easy to fall into drugs, violence, and gang activity. Everyone knows that you don't get to choose your family, but Vonte was lucky enough to be born into a good household with loving and caring people. They did their best to keep him out of trouble and keep him healthy throughout his childhood. However, school wasn't easy, as Vonte used to have very bad grades. He even got kicked out for talking out of turn too much in class, breaking school property, and skipping school daily. He barely graduated high school, leaving with a 1.2 GPA.
School ain't for everybody, bro. That's the thing. Like that was me. I wasn't breaking school property, but I for sure was not doing my homework, talking in class, skipping class. So hey, I understand it, bro. School ain't for everybody. Try to get as much education as possible, but hey, now you can't beat yourself up if it ain't for you. That's like hey, a lot of people choose to go to college right now. I couldn't do it. I went to college, but I didn't complete it. I went for real estate. To me, it's just too much math. I like money, but I don't like the math part of it.
But our main character knew that this planned system wasn't made for him. Uni, 9 to 5, work and die wasn't the blueprint. It was the sinking hole. Soon after graduating, Vonte picked up a camera and never looked back. 3 years later, he was pulling up at his high school in a Lamborghini.
I wish it was that.
After getting his camera, Vonte started doing YouTube, interviewing kids in high school. He was learning by trying and did the best with what he had at the time. After 9 months of nothing, low views, and no engagement, he started to see traction, and Vonte was finally noticed by the algorithm. At this point, most people would have given up already. 9 months without any dopamine? Not for everyone. Vonte, however, was determined. But as soon as he had the ball rolling,
that is how I go for being a YouTuber. Hey, even this current channel right here, this channel, the views are very very low. Yes, the sub count might look good, but believe it or not, I had to restart this channel. I had the channel was up, the channel was monetized, views was doing good. I was in the algorithm, and then YouTube hit me with come on. They said my content was dangerous because I was chiefing in my videos. If you know what that means, you know what I mean. But I was chiefing in the video, so they said it was dangerous content. They didn't want to specify which video went too far. I'm asking them. I'm hitting multiple people on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube, like the YouTube help, the YouTube support. I'm hitting them, they talking about, oh, we can't specify it, like we can't tell you exactly which one. It's just the content. Like what? Like bro, like normally when I be seeing people a video get flagged or content get flagged, they show it in an email. This video right here goes against our guidelines, but mine they wouldn't tell me nothing, absolutely nothing, bro. So I literally had to delete 1,500 videos. Crazy, bro. So yeah, when it comes to being a YouTuber, bro, trust me. I tell anybody this that's starting off doing YouTube. Yes, your views gonna be low. People ain't gonna be commenting. People not gonna be sharing. But just keep going, because one day, because all it takes is one. All it takes is one. One video that hit, and you're good. You just keep going. Just don't stop.
The pandemic hit and completely killed his content, which put a temporary end to his channel. The inner flame was still there, however, and when you need something, the universe puts it right in front of you. You just have to notice it. Car content was completely an accident. After doing public interviews for years, Vonte started a second channel dedicated to vlogging, his official vlog channel. Like most kids in the area, Hellcats were the dream. Vonte eventually bought one and made a video titled "Cutting Up in Traffic in My Hellcat." It went viral the next day, and that's how the entire cutting up in traffic trend started. Believe it or not, Vonte started that trend. Of course, struggles were a part of the process. Car content was pretty smooth until he bumped heads with a longtime friend, which ultimately left Vonte in a new state by himself. We'll get to that later, but he didn't let that stop him. It added fuel to the flame. Since he separated from that group, his car taste changed as well. He hasn't bought any Mopars since the incident. Everything since then has been German or Italian.
Oh God, one thing I can't give credit to Vonte. Oh yeah, if you see this video, bro, I did see you comment on the video I did before on the channel that I just recently deleted. So if you see this one, bro, keep applying that pressure, bro. I rock with the content. I haven't watched it in a minute, but when I was watching it heavily, and that was like a few months ago, probably like beginning of this year, something like that. I ain't gonna lie or cap about it. But bro, music is tight. I mean, not his music, his content is very, very tight, bro. I gotta give his credit, bro. Like the car content, I be wanting to get into it. It's just showing your car when you live in LA. It's just not a safe thing. That is a very, very dangerous thing, because you're letting people know this is the car I'm in. So if you see it in traffic, you know it's me, and that's not safe.
Vonte's love for cars kicked in very young. His grandpa noticed the dangers of Richmond and never brought or took his grandson around any bad areas. Vonte's grandpa rather pointed him into the car direction. Every time he went to the store, he would bring him a new Hot Wheels toy. It came to the point where he had thousands of them. As a result, he always knew when he got older, he would have a nice car. Well, 12 more specifically. His parents brought him his first car when he was 16, a 2007 Honda Accord. He had it for about a year and a half. Gotta start somewhere, right? The first car he purchased for himself was a 2007 Dodge Charger SRT8. This was a dream come true for Vonte, considering the fact he manifested this car for years.
I still love that Charger.
He also had it for a year and a half. The third car he owned was a 2015 Dodge Charger Hellcat, a dream come true as well, because he was the first young
That's still my dream car, bro.
black kid with a Hellcat. Vonte paved the way and showed kids that it's absolutely possible to own a Hellcat at a young age, even if you don't come from money. Fourth car was his Green Goblin, a 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body. He purchased it because his 2015 Hellcat was on its last leg and he needed to get a new car fast, so he traded it for Green Goblin. After getting it, Vonte 1K's channel skyrocketed on YouTube. I mean, everything took off for him. These times felt like ecstasy. Months pass by and bad news comes his way. He had to give up his Green Goblin because the previous owner did fraudulent paperwork. and they needed him to give the car back to its previous owner. His name will not be disclosed. The fifth car was a 2021 Dodge Charger Hellcat Red Eye. He purchased this one after having to give up the Green Goblin, obviously. But by this time, Vonte was low-key fed up with Mopar. He still bought a Hellcat because his audience really wanted to see Hellcat content, so he got it for them for about a year and a half as well. He ended up selling it for a BMW M8 competition. The sixth car, 2019 Mercedes AMG E63S. He went to the dealership originally to buy a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, but they had an E63 looking all pretty there for about the same price. This was at the time he had an altercation with his friends and was disgusted by Mopar, so that day he left with the E63S. Vonte's seventh car was a 2017 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. He bought this one strictly to raffle it off. The raffle ended up being a disaster because he didn't reach profit margin, but still gave the car away and lost about 10 grand. He gave it to somebody that didn't have a chance to buy a Scat Pack themselves. He had the whip for about 4 months, but didn't drive it much. Eighth car is very special. A 1989 Cadillac Fleetwood. He purchased this classic because his grandma had...
I ain't gonna lie, when he put it over there, it be looking funny because like you super young, bro. What you know about this Cadillac? But if you grow up with grandpa, that's why.
One just like it when he was a kid. And when his grandma and grandpa divorced, his grandpa took the car and sold it. His grandma promised him that she would give it to him when she would first start driving, but he was only around 9 to 10 years old at the time. So he thought to himself that when he gets older, he'll buy one just like that. And that's exactly what he did. He still has the car today. It's sitting in the garage collecting dust, but he does plan on fixing it up with the intention of putting it on the road very soon. The ninth car was a 2017 Lamborghini LP582 Baby Blue. He splurged on it when he was 21 years old for his 22nd birthday present. The Huracan always was a big dream car of his, and it felt like an amazing milestone to get it at...
I like that car. It's just shit too low for me. I like, especially if if you anywhere that has a lot of speed bumps, yeah. And then especially too when it comes to that type of car, you gonna try to do the dash. You gonna try it, and you gonna get put over every single time. It's too loud.
At a young age, he didn't really realize how big of a milestone a Lambo was, but he's glad he took the leap of faith and got one. 10th car was the 2021 BMW M8 Competition Grand Coupe. After having an incident outside of his house with someone trying to steal his Dodge Charger, he was done with Mopar. It was time to switch it up and level up. He couldn't decide if he wanted a Mercedes AMG GT63S or a BMW M8 Competition. Eventually, he ended up buying both. But the M8 was the first car and a game changer for him because it opened his eyes to how great of a car BMW actually makes. Now, he's a big BMW fanboy. The 11th car was the Mercedes AMG GT63 for show. He got rid of his Huracan for this car. At this point, the Lambo was fun and all, but it's unreliable and it was getting annoying. He decided to switch it up and go more low-key. Boss status. Ended up...
The Lambo, at least that Lambo, is not an everyday car. That's something you pull out during the summer, just to flex every now and then. This is something you can drive on a daily. And hey, BMW do be making some hard cars, bro. You gotta give them credit for that.
Having 2 Grand Coupes for a little while, then having it for 3 months only, he decided to get rid of it for an M5 competition, and he doesn't regret this decision at all. That leads us up to his latest purchase, the 2021 BMW M5 competition. Out of all the cars he's ever owned, this one is by far his favorite. It's really a wolf in sheep's clothing. This car goes very unnoticed in traffic, but it's a complete monster in performance and comfortability. He absolutely loves this car, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But this is just the start for Vonte. His dream garage includes a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, an iconic McLaren P1, cleaner than your church shoes, a Bugatti Chiron Supersport, billionaire level, a 1970 SS Chevelle with an...
That's my old school dream car, bro. Well, one of them, bro. Look, my old school dream car is this: a 1970 Chevelle, a 1969 Camaro, uh that Mustang that was on Gone in 60 Seconds. I need that. Them three cars, I need them. Oh yeah, and the Monte Carlo for sure.
LT4 swap, and a BMW E39. Vonte's biggest inspiration to start YouTube was Pretty Boy Fredo. He was the reason he started his channel in the first place, and still to this day, he's one of his favorite YouTubers. Shout out to Fredo. As far as car content,
I ain't lie. When I first was watching YouTube, he was one of my favorite YouTubers. Until the only thing that threw me off, even though you gotta understand that, when it comes to YouTube, it's for entertainment. It's for entertainment. I think that's what messed up his career too, because a lot of people was mad that it wasn't entertainment. But at least for me, it was because the reason that made me stop watching Pretty Boy Fred is because again, the videos that he was making, that he was doing, like the challenges with his friends, it's like, bro, yes, them are the amounts that they're supposedly winning are big, but it's like from the outside looking in, you're able to afford that. And then too, why 100% fake? You could have said, you could have did how DDG and done them be doing $100, $20, $40, $50. Why are you making these big amounts? Even though it is for the clickbait, it is to make people come watch it, and they was watching, including me. But it was like you doing these type of videos that I would love to do. I would love to be in a position to do a video and give away 5 bands, 10 bands, 20 bands to a friend. Here go a car. Like I would love to do that. And to find out that it was fake, it was like, bro, that was this for me disappointing.
Tall Car Guy reviews and Corey SSG were his two influences.
Now for me, it was DDG. Uh, for me, like I said in the beginning, it was DDG, Pretty Boy Fredo, DJ Ghost, and Carmen and Corey a little bit. Carmen and Corey a little bit. I was watching their video like heavily, and then I started drifting off. But for sure, Pretty Boy Fredo, DDG, and Ghost for sure.
Future plans for Vonte is taking a break from YouTube for now and just enjoying life, but eventually returning back better than ever, and of course, to buy more cars. Taking a break, however, doesn't mean downfall. Please, relax everyone. But taking a break is a consequence that comes from a reason, and let's get into that reason. Let's stop beating around the bush. Backstabbing is an interesting term. The action of criticizing someone in a treacherous manner despite pretending friendship with them. Number one rule of being a man: never stab anyone in the back. The internet is a dangerous place. Here's how the Vonte situation started.
Facts.
So what are you talking about? Green guy, you be like, I'm tired of them saying I'm driving Quan car. You still driving Quan car? And I do, I care. Bro, this nigga still driving Quan car. 2018 Tricot driving. Okay. That's better than shit on. That's better than shit on Quan. You got the same car. We all had used cars. I don't drive Quan leftovers. I don't drive Quan leftovers. I don't drive Quan leftovers. But who's driving Quan leftovers?
That shit old as fuck.
You got right now. For my shit, you was there. This nigga was there. 130.
Don't count. It was 90.
Yeah, that's just for sure. It's just look. It's just certain content you don't. It's certain things that are not content. Exposing your friends that's not content. That's not content. That's not something you film. This whole segment should have been clipped out. Why would you leave this in?
You want to see the paperwork? You want to see the paperwork? All right. Y'all got 700 credit score, but y'all don't got no history. Y'all can't get shit. I can get $1 million on if I want right now. Because old as fuck. You supposed to. When I'm your age, when I'm your age, Well, you 22 though. This nigga drive every car.
I'm sorry I'm doing so much pause, but look, bro, if you look, if your homies, if you see with your friend, your homie, your cousin, your brother, your girlfriend, whoever, if you see a position in life that they're lacking in, slacking in, not too up on, help them. Tell them. Ra is older than Vonte. If you know a little bit more about the credit thing, show him. Don't down him because he don't know. There's a lot of people who are wrong who don't know. Like, bro, like only thing I know about credit part is make sure you build it up. Don't mess it up. I know that. I don't know all the other stuff. That's what I always say in my videos. Makes makes you building up your credit, makes you stacking more than you spending. But besides that, I don't know. It's a lot of things about the credit thing that I be wishing I knew, but I don't know. So why would you down your friend because he didn't know? He's young. He's still learning. Guide him. You're older. Guide him. Hey, bro. Hey, if you trying to step like this, you should do this. I learned this. Try this. Come on, bro.
Listen, if y'all didn't know, this nigga drives every car Quan ever owned.
At first, this looks like a whole jealousy scene, but apparently there's more to it. We're not here to get into all the details and say who's right or wrong, but here's Vonte's side of the story. To start with, he doesn't have any hatred towards Quan at all. If there's any smoke or animosity there, it's not coming from him. Vonte wishes him the best of luck even after all the bullshit that happened. He still kind of motivates him, so shout out to Quan.
Oh God.
His issue is
Oh God. New Day. If y'all see, I did just react to to Quan like twice or three times. But yes, like nowadays, hey, the fashion, the clothes, bro, is motivational. But again, that segment should have been clipped out, bro. If that was on Quan video, you should have clipped that out. Yes, that's your content. Hey, I ain't your brother, your partner, your homie, whatever. But that should have been clipped out, bro. I would have easily like, no, we're not doing this, bro. Somebody got to be the bigger man.
with Island Boy Ra. This is someone he looked at like a brother.
We in the shoe store.
We in the shoe store with it.
Look, you see any two pair of shoes in here you like? Get them, I'm gonna pay for them.
You lying.
Nah, I'm dead serious. Any two pair of shoes you like in here?
You lying. Ain't no way. You lying, bro.
I'm dead serious.
Put it on Google.
On Booba. Nigga, any two pair of shoes in here you like.
And according to Vonte, for Ra to stab him in the back like that made him wish he never met Ra in the first place. They came out the mud together, and for him to go against his word, he finds it kinda crazy. But it is what it is.
I think, mind you, I'm only on the outside looking in, but from the little scenes I seen, mind you, I used to watch Island Boy Raw heavily. Like last year, year before, the public interview, I was watching them every single one, bro, back to back. I think the money went to his head though. A lot of times that's what happened to a lot of people, bro. The money changes people. It makes them start feeling like they're better than somebody. When you gotta remember, just as fast as you got it, or just as easy as you got it, or whatever, you could lose it. You could lose it. And them people that you're trying to down talk, think that you're talk or act like you're better than, might be the ones that you might need to help you get back to where you was at.
Vonte's glad it happened. He wouldn't go back to change anything, and he wishes him the best luck too. In the end, all of this seems to be a competition of who has more money. Come on now, whether it be Vonte, Quan, or Ra, everyone's so successful and so young, people would kill to be at their places in life. Beefing this far seems a bit extra. It's unfortunate things went this far. If money wasn't involved, would all of this have happened? The best conclusion I can come up with is that money is a hell of a poison.
I'm telling you, bro, money change people. It'll change the closest people to you.
Finally, Vonte wanted to share a message with you. In today's time, people are very interested in someone else's life instead of worrying about their own. His message to the world would be to everyone focus on themselves and put themselves first. It's hard to go forward if you're too busy looking into someone else's lane. Never let people tell you you can't, and if they do, prove them wrong. Always keep a small circle. Getting stabbed in the back really hurts. But it'll hurt even more if you turn around and see that it's somebody you called your brother all this time. Always keep a small and strong circle.
Preach, my brother. Preach.
And stay focused with tunnel vision. You have to be willing to put in the work. Some people's journeys are easier than others. You can't look at somebody else's success and get upset or ask why isn't your success happening as fast. You have to write your own.
Facts. I be catching myself doing that, bro. I swear, because again, it'd be like, look, everybody's glow up, boss up, whatever. Everybody is different. It don't matter if you're both doing the same thing. Trust me. It was a channel, bro. I've been on YouTube for a minute. So therefore, especially if you go to my original channel, bro. But I've been doing that for a minute. I seen somebody come up well after me and super bypass me. They close to 200K now. I ain't even got 20K yet. But it happens. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. Only thing you can do is keep applying your pressure. Do not fold. Do not quit. Their content is their content. Your content is your content. It might both be doing somewhat the same thing, but it's the personality too, and the consistency.
Book. Everything bad that happens to you was supposed to happen. It's part of your journey. Vonte likes to say that life is like a Mr. Beast video. If you complete the difficult challenges in life, you get a reward at the end. If you quit, you get nothing.
Celebrity cars, shout out to celebrity cars, man. Those celebrity cars, because they're gonna have to do a whole little video on me, because I'm finna go stupid. I'm not gonna cut.
Shout out Celebrity Cars for the content. Shout out Celebrity Cars for the content. This is I think my second or third time reacting to one of their videos, bro. Great content. Great content. Vonte, keep applying that pressure, bro. To Boy Rod and to Quan, bro. Again, if it was all because the money is materialistic. If it was because he was slacking in something that y'all was doing better than, in a better way. He was slacking in a situation or a position that y'all was doing well off in. All you have to do is help. Don't belittle your friends, your family, or nobody because they're slacking. Guide them. Hey, I found this out. You should try this. Easy. There's nothing wrong with giving somebody a stepping stone, a helping hand, a point in the right direction. Nothing wrong with it.